Welcome and good morning. Arise and shine. It's me, Suze, at Sophia's Emporium, and I just wanted to say thank you to the new subs that have come over to check things out. Whether they're upset with me or not, they are asking questions, which is really what we all want is answers to questions. So, I've made a little short compilation that's gonna jump right out of me. Made it up in my head. Been wasting about 10 minutes of my life on. That's gonna explain to you how people steal your name and why it's important that you only have one name on YouTube. If somebody can steal your name really easy and your identity and your Facebook and even your YouTube, maybe that's how they're raising money. Now you say, let's go directly to that person and ask. Oh, well, we're gonna. But first we make the proof video and then ask the question. Because anybody that's ever tried to get any straight answers while someone is texting, it just isn't gonna happen, is it? You don't know what kind of mood the person's in, and you have no idea what you're dealing with. I mean, they could be sugar and spice and everything nice, or they could be a zombie. And so, as always, I like to thank Iwa, because she told me a couple years back, girl, use this song. Try to get through to these people. I said, all right, I will. So, we're going to jump out of here, because we've all heard enough about mother's silence and sadness and, oh my gosh, the push to commit suicide these days. I mean, isn't that tragic? And the whole thing about war and the very people that oppose war say there's no way out. This has already been predetermined and we're all gonna die. It's like, oh, man, do you even know what it's like to be alive yet? It's very confusing. And that's why it's all in your head. You get what I'm saying? Okay, let's get out of here. And we're gonna jump over to a video of mine for all the new people. You can find this at Lost, Stolen, or Insignificant, My Identity. Now, I will be coming back later with a video where a girl insists on calling me Susan. And I say my name's Suze. So, when people tell me it's not Mel V with two EEs, and I'm saying, no, it's Mel V with one E and a little asterisk. But you get it. People are so confused about this name game. So I'm ready to jump into this and blow the screen up for you. Turn the volume up. Thanks to the furry community for all your wonderful efforts. Let's also tag those efforts to the walk away movement. And then we're going to tag back the walk away movement to walking away from your own name or your own story and adopting somebody else's, and the nightmare goes on and on. But watch. Putting memes on people, putting ears to denote trafficking or whatnot.
Let's see.
But let's get to something that's completely not mine.
Plenty of it.
It's Sophia's Emporium. And it says Sophia's Emporium with Suze Pratt homepage. Okay, so you see what's happened here is what's happening to many of you guys. Your information is being cloned, and they are holding whatever you have valuable hostage. Now, these aren't real people. They're cut and paste faces. You can do checks on these people. They don't exist. Over 3.6 billion searches and the face won't come up. And all the people that are holding my intel and my information and my pictures are nothing more than cut and paste pictures. So back to, if you don't believe that Ms. Wonderful looks anything like Mel V, or that truthfully, Trisha is no other than Elise D'Avalon. See, they were all aliases to begin with, and that's why it's important, and that's why they say that you are an idiot if you use your real name. Well, we better read those new YouTube rules because I don't think it's going to work the same way, and that's why everybody's PISSED pissed. But this is not a product line that I made or endorse. It's not even product in it, it's bottles. Okay. Now so here's the girl. And see what I see. Here's the girl. I have okay. I have no idea what that says. Watch this. I do know the flying rainbow lasagna. Right. So there is one person I know that is on my cloned Facebook page. I never watched her stuff. Nothing against her. I'm just not into it. And then the two friends that you're going to see, hopefully, if I can pull the chat up on this, are the very two people that were into her stuff. Now, this is April 26th, 27th, 2019, and she's having seminars on my Facebook page. So did she use my platform to sell stuff and then to charge it back to me? That's the question. She's in California, and we all know California plays by different rules. Oh, also, she is a friend of Emily Moyer's, and this whole very unusual fight back that's going to tag back into the walk away movement. Anya Gal? But I've never watched not one of the shows. I'm not into it, and that has nothing against her. She's a performing artist. April 26th and 27th this year. Alright, got a lot of different things behind it. We'll go ahead and X out. Now, do you guys realize that my Facebook page is one of them, is Prophetic Destiny in Missouri. And so this one has been compromised the most, and they've turned it into a bunch of monsters and political assholes. And then you have to tag it back to what they call the Ferguson effect and the riots I lived through. Now watch this. My page, my face, my name. My pictures. And usually, right about now, they will pop up an icon that says, this page is timed out and I don't have permission to see it. They're not doing it right now, of course, because, like I told you, there's no secrets. They watch all this. This is interesting. When I entered in the Glasscock lineage historical evidence, the U.S. National Archives took it down and put it on their own private browser. Look at what it is. It's an HTTP, which is not secure. It's a stream text. It's a player and an event. Capital NARA, game design, little symbol, start, 0. Okay. So my information is so earth-shattering that they need to make it private, and there was only 2 other people commenting on that stream. Alright, so I don't get the I'm not allowed to be here. That's nice. Let's see what's going on here real quick before we take off. Right, I haven't been barely posting because when you see the cloned page, it's just the ugliest thing you ever want to see. Here again, none of it mine. Okay. I know it's scary. Now, what is this? Look at this. Sophia's Emporium with Suze Pratt. by my mother's hand, as told by survivor Henry somebody. Well, yeah, I survived my mother's hand too, but this isn't an image that I took a picture of or know about. Okay, so remember how, for example, Tragic Trish cries on and on about what her mom did to her? See, here again, it's another manipulation of my story being mocked. And my mom didn't beat me with no wire hangers or have sex with me or none of that crazy shit. I mean, she just couldn't love me because she couldn't love herself. And people take it all crazy. Here's Kyle. He did his own research, the Avatar did. And he thinks I might be mistaking her for Mel V. Rainbow is correct. Now, isn't it odd that we're talking about Rainbow Lasagna? And here's Rainbow. This was 3 hours ago. Okay. Let's type one-handed. Flying Rainbow Lasagna. Flying Rainbow Lasagna. Now, of course, this tells you what the concept is. I'm turning the music down because I can't say I'm into it. But to me, this is computer games. And that's why I keep trying to explain to you guys, don't get so bent out of shape trying to tell me who's who. This is a video game format that they have us all trapped in. I am not your enemy. There are people that are still human in here. But the more they argue and fight and hate and jump around and scam and do all sorts of wicked stuff, they lose a little bit more of their humanity. Maybe they got the virus, maybe they don't. I know there's a lot of people in pain. We all are. But when somebody steals your whole identity and messes up your bank accounts and your bills and on and on and on and on, which one of you will support it by giving this video a thumbs down? Because that's what you're doing. Just like all my news subs. Whether they're here to compromise the channel, or to mock me, or to thumbs down it, or to maybe even learn something. You're welcome to be here, but don't ever think that this is what I'm about, because it's on my Facebook page, and she ripped your money off. You get what I'm saying? I didn't do it. Okay. Now, let's get out of here, and let's go over to my library. And of course, people can still check this out, but I quit tagging exactly what I was watching daily. Isn't it interesting that I have 69 subscriptions, 508 uploads, 892 likes, and 36 playlists? I don't see this usually. And when I see this, I think, well, what the hell? Because believe me, like I told you, I know it's all a video game, and you guys can buy views. And I want to ask, why does anybody want to have a chat with people with no subscribers and no content? Which is basically what was all on my buddy Robert's video this morning. And I mean, how sad is that? Because I say Robert is also Jay. And I say these actors are cheap whores, and they'll take more than one role. I also say they're on the run, shuffle off to Buffalo and go somewhere else. All right, so leave one place in Texas, never talk about your teenage son again, stay chauvinistic, go to a new town, possibly Fredericksburg, start a hoopla up there, try to get me in on the deal,
because I've spoken out about said subject,
set up a fake fucking Facebook page that he doesn't even run, and people run intel through, and now he's got to move on.
I keep asking, where's your kid?
But no matter. Kind of like I told Trish the other day. That daughter she claims to have looks like
The son
of Lainey Liberty from Conscious Consumer Network
with Mel V.
and Alicia D'Avalon. All fictitious names. But oh, keep giving the thumbs down.
Because when somebody steals your name and says they're you,
I mean, you're going to be crying wolf.
that's what these people are doing. Getting busted. Too many times crying wolf.
Too many times stealing money. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, back to the library. Because, wait, I want watch later, not the damn library. Look, Trish, there you are. Okay, now, as per the Fair Use Act of 1976, I use this video as educational purposes and to introduce you to a format of a woman that's on a cloned Facebook page using my name and having a webinar in 2019 in April. So, Tracy and Brandon, I hope you like this.
Introduction to Lessons for Full Spectrum Humans, my online class and DVD box set. And
I guess that's what you
this
sold
is
through my
my rainbow
Facebook
lasagna.
page.
I am a galactic
Oh,
walking,
shit.
and this
Stop
is
it.
the interdimensional.
Stop it. Stop it. Trish did a video this morning and tagged her friend. She won it all or something, you know, some crap. We'll go get it. But when I first saw her, I thought, shit, man, that looks kind of like Trish, but with a big fake nose on. Now I'm looking at her and thinking, damn, could this be that same girl on YouTube? Because it's happening so frequently, and that's why I tried to explain. There are very few voices on the table that are human. I guess the way that they're working you guys is to see how long it took you to figure out that I was the human. Because, I mean, this is horse shit. But we gotta watch it.
Portal shape that I created in order to come into this physical form and into this dimension. Since my journey of walking in, I have been creating visual artwork and sculptures in order to share these concepts. And I understand that the concepts might not be immediately evident just from looking at the artwork. So in 2013, I created a formalized presentation of the ideas utilizing my iPad on an interactive whiteboard. So what these videos look like are recorded lessons where I have my artwork and I'm drawing on top of it, and you hear my voice speaking about topics such as the chakras or energy centers on the body and their harmonic, nested, proportional shapes. This is information that is not available to my current knowledge by any other teacher. So if you are a body worker, an energy healer, or have an interest in your own non-physical anatomy, this is excellent information to have access to.
Why does she talk like a humanoid?
Precursor or necessary foundation for understanding the flying rainbow lasagna shape, because your chakras are essentially tori or toruses or donut shapes, and the flying rainbow lasagna is a higher dimensional torus shape. And all of this relates to your personal experience of being a third dimensional being submerged within the fourth dimensional flow of time. And this will give you a greater understanding of how your body is structured, your time body is structured, because these are all timelines. So this is just the briefest introduction to the concepts that I explore in the class. Yes, I do charge tuition, and yes, there is a minimal fee to access the video conferences and recorded lessons. All of that is explained in the text below. The purpose of this video is to invite you to change your DNA, to dance with a new dance movement called the Flying Rainbow Lasagna. It is not only a concept that you can think about, it is also a shape or a energetic form
Or a
that
bad
you can
outfit.
embody, and it has an impact on the relative degrees of freedom that you can experience while traveling through time.
All right. So, this is Aurora, Flying Rainbow Lasagna. Like I said, she admitted she's working her video through some kind of a hosting format. And she's dancing around it and giving you all the ideas, and she is charging money. So this is different than cheeseburger money. This is different than cigarette money. This is different than a $2 super chat button, but it's still really the same. And so you hear people talk about dumping it all at once or a little at a time. Now, here we are in my watch later, which is private, of course, but don't think people can't get through. Okay, so we got old buddies in disguised masks running game. CCN, and she won everything. Well, that's an interesting name for a channel. And this gal
Let me guess. You're too busy to
is,
watch this ad.
look, I already watched it once, all about the Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that. But she parodies Trish, and you say, what's their relationship here and how does it play? But you're not going to find multiple personas looking the same way across the board. You're going to see little connects. They won't be big. Now, the one thing I did find while I found that she won everything, is a nice little video here. How to hide your YouTube channel. And we know they've been hiding video games and they've been hiding everything they can. But here again, it's very upsetting to people when they find out the stuff really never goes away. And they will find it out and they will filter through it. And their algorithms will figure it out. And it's not because of me. It's because they created it and then needed somebody to set it off. I still say that I'm a cheddar in some weird rat trap. Okay, let me get rid of that one. How to hide your YouTube channel. Right, she won everything. So, maybe people should use their names, their faces, and the faces should match the faces on the videos. How about that? How about if the face and the voice match? How about if little kids don't have YouTube channels? I mean, is it really that hard to figure these things out? Alright, too bad that I lost my place. But it's okay, it's my channel. So if we go back over here to the videos, and yes, I know, there's a lot to look through and it's very confusing, and you're all jumping in kind of late in the game. Like I said, better late than never. I am gonna work on my channel and group things different for the people that are actually following along, and you'll see changes to come when I get to it. Okay, we were on this video right here. And if I'm insignificant, well then how can everybody else be superstars? And I mean, everybody talks about how they defriend their friends out here, and that's what's really messed people up, is you guys don't even know who your friends are. And I mean, that's what happened to me with every one of the big whoop-de-doo alternative media jerks. that came to be my friend and invited me on their platform. And from there, I got thrown down the rabbit hole and blamed for anything and everything to do with child trafficking. Tag that back to Mel V, an alias, along with Zen Gardner. Oh, you've never heard of Zen Gardner? Well, that's tragic. He was second in PR and sales of the Children of God cult. Randy Moggins was a minister in the old days, and now he talks about woo-woo and about alien abduction. See, the platforms just change around. But here again, I will trust someone until they blatantly screw me over so bad and it's right in my face. And I don't get mad. I just get the information out there because you can't set an innocent person up to take the fall of a bunch of jackasses that ripped a bunch of money off. I mean, anybody that thinks it's okay, speak the hell up. Now, of course, these are my images. And we find 6 Susie Pratt profiles. Now, who cares? But what's interesting is when I first came online, there were 6 Suze Pratts. And then they flipped over to Susie. Left me out there blowing like Suze. Which will go back to the girl that calls me Susan and refers to call me Suze. So here again, you can see how easy a name gets messed up. Don't get mad at me. I couldn't make all this shit up. Right in your face. Let's see. I'm a missing hairdresser. 6 results for Susie Pratt. Capital Body Corporation Administration. DAG. Darwin Chamber of Commerce. Susie Pratt, esthetician at Reflections Day Spa. Susie Pratt, student at Gulf Coast, owner at Bodyworks by Susie, Dan and Susie Pratt. Okay, that's not me. Nope. Okay. Where was Boink Till Yoink? I know I saw that. There it is. This is an article from a long time ago. So we'll go ahead and read that. And this is an article that was written. Look how relevant. By the Riverfront Times. Ray Hartman, sellout. Right. And that was about same-sex marriage being legal in Missouri. Ah, here's mine. Okay. Now, before my thing comes up, what's right before it is, what is a new sex institute? Exactly. And they're talking about orgasms. New Sex Institute. Trish is going to love this. Missouri adage that if it's old enough to oink, it's old enough to boink. But how'd you determine Missouri men to be the biggest pervs? We took all of the orders for our products that we received over the last 5 years and broke them down state by state. Of course, California had the most orders on an absolute basis. However, when you factor in the populations of all the states, we came up with the sexual adventurousness quotient, and Missouri had the highest score. It came as a shock to us. This tantric stuff is cool, sorta, but for male Missourians, being sexually adventurous might well translate to snorting a line of coke and sucking your first dick. Did your study take that factor into consideration? I can't believe you just said that, and he laughs. Heterosexuals are still the majority of the population. No, they're not. And so, for the majority of the populations who are just concerned with heterosexual sexuality. Okay, here's your setup. Now, I've been talking about heterosexual sexuality minus the conversation that any heterosexual should be open to
Sodomy.
Yeah, I said it. That's not what your butthole's for. And as a mother, I had every right to explain that to my children. That's what a good parent does. They don't run away from it
Or just keep the family curse going. You see what I mean?
So, Missouri, the best, the worst, all the bullshit, the divided state, and everybody runs the other way. Because it's a cow town. It just doesn't really matter, as do I, because I don't have a lot of viewers. Here again, that's a pretty stupid way to play this, considering the majority of people that view these pathetic videos. I'm not saying on my channel. I'm saying on big channels. They don't even have viewers or subs. And with that, it should... I mean, do you get what I'm talking about yet? Because here again, I'm not the bad guy in this. Good grief. I've been trying to just defend myself and help the public and get this information out. What do most people do on the computer if they don't do social media or pay bills, which I think is the stupidest thing you could do on the computer? Or what? Read the news? We're supposed to be here to learn and communicate and have fun. But this hate fest, I'm telling you, it's all connected with Walk Away. And Walk Away is more of a overshadowing of brother against brother and nobody care and look the other way and kill somebody to survive another day. And I'm just not really in. So, here again, lost, stolen, or insignificant. And then from there you go, let's get Googled. Stolen identity of Suze Pratt. We have a teenage kid, young woman, that is the one that's found this information. She's my son's girlfriend. We're not prejudiced. She's not the same color as us. And she offered to do this because she's interested in the real crime community. And here again, you want to see some ugly stuff. All these ignorant, scary, murderous books and putting them on my pages? Yeah, it's all about the money, man. Don't worry about the content. And always keep in mind, they say I'm not talented. I'm just curious. So, I hope you guys are talented. Alright, I'm out of here. I got a few battles to prepare for today, and I will come back later. So, for now, peace.